Do you know how stress affects your body? Hi, I'm Nayan Agarwal. I'm an emotional wellness and a success coach. Before I say anything else, subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon beside it so that you get a notification every time I upload a new video, which is a few times a week. So, what do you understand by stress? It is a very generic term that is used nowadays, isn't it? Anything that the mind tells you is not okay in your situation causes you stress. So, how does being in stress affect the body? So, the stress responses which are in the body come from the primitive times when faced with a physical danger. The body would react in two ways. The two responses would be either fight it or fly away from it. That is, fight or flight. If you felt that you had the strength to go through it, you would fight the situation, or maybe that wild animal in front of you, or you would there would be flight, you would run away to save yourself, isn't it? So those kind of physical dangers are no longer there in modern life, but so many others are, which the mind shows you as dangerous because it is something which is not making you happy or keeping you in that comfortable state. Any situation, like maybe even the mention of someone's name, a person whom you don't like, or maybe a call that you receive on this from that person, or the urge to get into social media, check every notification, every email that comes at that very moment that the notification pings you. All these are situations which get you into that anxiety state, wanting to know what is happening, because until you check you don't know what it is, right? So that fear of the unknown, being prepared for any danger. So all these are the situations which are brought up by the mind and how you program yourself over a period of time. So why does the restlessness come with the anxiety? What happens in the body when you are in a stressful situation is because the responses have to be fight or flight. The blood supply rushes from the gut and the torso to the extremities, which are your limbs, your arms and legs, because this strength is what is needed for you either to fight or to fly away or escape a situation physically, isn't it? But because you are in a situation which is in the mind, there is no real fight or flight happening except in the mind. But the energy is still diverted to the limbs. So it gives rise to restlessness, physical restlessness, and the adrenaline rush that gives those palpitations in the heart. For you to be in that, continue to be in that state. That is how this restlessness and the anxious state spirals out of control at times and you get into a panic situation. All these are body responses which get you into these mental states of anxiety, panic, etc. How do you counter this? How does it affect your health? Well, you know that the gut is the center of your energy, where everything, because you're eating and the food is being processed there, and from there, from the lungs and the heart, the blood supply goes, the purified blood goes across all through the body with the oxygen and the nutrition from the intestines, isn't it? So this area, the torso, which is the most important for your actual survival, actual good health, long term good health, the blood supply, when it drains out from there at a constant rate, the actual functioning of the body is hampered. So, being in a constant anxiety or a stressful situation takes away from the actual upkeep of the different organs and the health that is needed. How do you counter all this? If you have to become aware, then you need to pay attention to the thoughts. What are you thinking at these times? You know, the constant chatter that happens in the mind, which tells you that you're not able to do this, oh, this is happening, oh, let me check the phone. So, that constant spiraling of thoughts that happens, which we are unaware of actually, bringing your attention back every time and seeing if you're feeling restless, then maybe just sitting down and calming yourself, whatever works for you. maybe sitting down, maybe having a chat with someone you love, maybe just deciding to go for a walk or do some physical exercise which expends that energy. It does not keep building. So when you exercise, when you go for a walk, you're in touch with the nature outside, which will calm you down. Or the exercise that you do, which will take care of the energy that has been, gone to the limbs, which again is taken care of. And the natural dose, endorphins, oxytocin, everything is generated within the body to calm you down and to get you into that happy state. So if you take care of the small things, they need not be big things which you have to, kind of do every day. Just the small things, paying attention to what are you saying to yourself. How are you taking care of yourself by, taking care of the extra energy in the body, which is not being utilized. Taking care of that, taking care of yourself, the diet that you need to take. What are you saying to yourself is also a mental diet, isn't it? What are you saying to yourself? All these things, if you take care of, just becoming aware of it, you'll know where to tweak it. When you're aware of what is happening in the thoughts, you know how to turn it around, also, isn't it? Then, with awareness comes the choice of doing something else than what you're already doing, which is causing you that continuous stress. Does this make sense to you? Yeah? Do you promise to take care of yourself? Pay attention to what your thoughts are telling you. Do you want to be led by the thoughts into that constant state of anxiety? Or are you going to now direct your thoughts towards what you actually want to do, want to achieve for yourself in your life? Yeah? See you soon. Bye for now.